Hello. May I take the time to tell you about something? I know I'm an 18-year-old Gen Z kid, but I know that cheaper things like Android phones are better quality. So, for example, this Android phone here has a cracked screen, but still works. And St. Ives skincare product, the St. Ives facial cleanser, I should say, works great. Despite being cheap. So, since iPhones are more expensive than Android phones, iPhones also have a bad quality. We shouldn't teach our kids that great quality comes with high price. Instead, we should teach our kids that quality does not really depend on price. It depends on the resources that the companies making the certain products have. And that sometimes cheap has best quality. And that sometimes expensive has great quality sometimes. So basically, it doesn't matter which price. It depends on the resources that the company that made that product has. And that varies. So basically, expensive doesn't always equal best quality. And sometimes cheap equals best quality. So cheap and expensive can vary with quality. Some expensive things have best quality, and some cheap things have best quality. It depends on the product that you're buying. Okay. Also, you should not let our kids loose if they did something bad. You gotta punish them. I know all my generation, the Generation Z kids would all say, "Isn't that abuse?" When it's not really abuse. Punishing kids isn't really abuse. It's just going to the extremes that are abuse. Like starving a kid for a week. If they didn't fix the mess that they made in the kitchen, that's just extreme. It would make sense to take away the kid's phone and have them sit in their room for 3 hours or so with nothing to do. But really, you shouldn't really say that punishment is abuse. Only retards think that. And I know that one day, when the Gen Alpha becomes adults, they will not get a good job. And that they would not get a job at all because of the shit that they're probably watching on YouTube right now. And also, we gotta monitor the kids' use on apps and stuff, and their phones and whatnot. Especially if we want them to be successful as adults. That includes checking on the children's search history and whatnot. And also making them avoid brainwashing content such as the Skibidi toilet crap. And also we gotta educate our kids too at a better rate. And also, I know many people would say that Gen Z are brainwashed by the internet and whatnot, but you should use the school resources as more resources to raise your kid with. It doesn't matter if the school's brick and mortar or a cyber school. It's just, you got to find a way to care for the kids without brainwashing them into becoming materialistic people. Also, don't hate your bodies. Sure, if you have a few pimples here and there, don't be like, I need the expensive skin cleaning stuff. Because those will eventually make more pimples come out. The expensive cleaning stuff. And so you'd have to use the cheaper ones, so like St. Ives, facial scrubber. And just be careful of how much you use, or else you end up hurting yourself. You don't need a scar on your face. Also, you need to teach the Gen Alpha kids to not become entitled people who think that they're above the law and whatnot. Basically, we need to make sure that the Gen Alpha kids don't become brainwashed and think that smartphones types like iPhones and whatnot are superior, and think that TikTok is superior than YouTube and whatnot. We need to make sure that the Gen Alpha kids aren't entitled and aren't raised to be entitled and aren't raised to think that they're superior than the law and think that certain brands are superior than other brands and whatnot. And also, we need to teach the Gen Alpha kids to accept what they look like and who they are. I know many of us may have hated our generation, or ourselves, I should say, because of the appearances that we have genetically. But did I really pressure myself into getting plastic surgery? No. I still have my natural look. And I have had my big breasts since 9 years old because genetics in early puberty. Because of genetics. Also, I feel like we need to teach the Gen Alpha kids biology. Or else they'd become stupid and believe the bullshit lies like the storks gave you to us sort of belief. What I'm saying is, we should avoid telling the lies that we were told as kids to the Gen Alpha, to the next generation kid of young people. Or else they'd be brain dead until like 18 or something. We need to educate them more so and not let them watch brainwashing things. And also, we need to educate them more to the point where they're like, or like little Einsteins in a way. We need to make sure that the Gen Alpha or the Gen Beta are not brain dead. Well, the previous generations that are still alive will look at us like, Gen Z, you're very bad at parenting. You shouldn't be parents at all. Blah, 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 blah. And all that. You get me? Okay, anyways, see you all later.